have now do not die. You know, the advocacy, the activity that we are doing to make sure that this continue. You know, I'm doing my own on my own part. Being a social worker, I know that you have to mentor others and you have to pass it on. So that's what I just want to ask you, because you're doing amazing. I was inspired, blown away by the way you grew up, by your story from Crown Heights, from the Boogie Down Bronx to where we are now. So that's just my question. Thank you.
Thank you. That's such a great way to also close out this panel.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of respond to you and respond to you. A lot of kids nowadays, they spend a lot of time on their tablet. And they spend a lot of time on their computers and in front of the screen throughout the day. And it's really hard to get them off the screen. So I think when you think about they can't feel a connection to something that they don't experience if they're on their tablet or on the screen the whole day. So it's the importance of getting them immersed in nature, immersed in the environment, even coming to events like this close to the ocean. And that feeling of like leaving your home and entering a different community, which I feel it's not as common anymore for kids to hang out in that way. Something that I'm personally doing is I created a youth climate travel program. It's inspired by many of the youth travel experiences that I've had, whether it's through internships, fellowships, scholarships, within the nation and also abroad. And I created this because it was the program that I wish existed when I was in high school and when I was in undergrad, and it didn't exist. And a lot of what I learned, I had to learn it through little part-time jobs and little jobs at nonprofits. But I feel like you don't have to wait until you're done with college or until you have a college degree to pretty much finally learn about climate leadership. What is your role as a climate leader? What is your leadership style? And so I created this travel program going to the Caribbean, specifically in the Dominican Republic, traveling through different communities to learn about different forms of climate leadership that are happening on the ground. I also deliver climate leadership workshops here in New York City for youth. I've been training my interns this summer on climate leadership, their strengths, their weaknesses, what are the opportunities for them as a leader, what are some of the threats that may get in the way, as well as introducing them to climate experts in a variety of different niches in the environmental sector. So that's my way of giving back. Oh, the name of my company is called Globetrotting Dominicana, Spanish Trotamundos Dominicana.
I'll be super brief also. So for me, I was mentioning I'm also politically involved organizationally, and so I'm gonna sound a little bit like a socialist, I think, right now, but like I really think it's important to engage the masses, and when you're doing that, in a way that you're serving a need and also teaching them why they live under these circumstances. For example, we do a lot of organizing. I do a lot of organizing around food justice in our community. So we do a lot of food distros. We give out a lot of free produce. And that's enough. That's great. I'm meeting a direct need for the moment for these families. But I'm not raising their consciousness as to why they live under these conditions and why they can't afford food or why they have to come get free food from these distros. And so it's important that while we're serving a need for them, we're also telling them they live under these conditions because of this. And so we're not only just giving them food or meeting their needs for the moment, but we're giving them the knowledge to then fight the fight as well and join us in this, whether it's a fight against patriarchy, colonialism, state violence. The people that we serve and the people that are disproportionately impacted live under these conditions because they were made this way. And so we have to show people that by also meeting a need. And so that's the way I really like to work, is by doing those hand in hand. And yeah, I do that through a lot of political work. If folks are interested, are Boricua here or from the diaspora and want to join, we serve a lot. We try to meet women, working families who just don't really have the time to like sit around and get politically radicalized. You know, how can we meet them where they are? How can we meet them at their homes and show them that these are the conditions? So yeah, I'll just end with that.
Thank you so much, Tanya. Would you like to make any closing remarks on these questions?
Sure. So we founded an organization, it's called Dominicans of Haitians Movement, and one of the things that we're doing specifically this summer is working with young people and teaching them how to create social media content. And many of the times these young people we uplift issues that are happening. One of the issues we were activating is about birthright citizenship, a conversation that right now and around immigration, specifically a conversation right now as we see Trump is attempting to take away birthright citizenship from many people, from immigrants, and that could take place and from other people as well, even those who are citizens here. As we all know, as we all see, this increase of ICE, this increase of fear that is taking place. And so our young person, the young people who we were working with did not even have an understanding of a basic understanding of what took place during the transatlantic slave trade, and she is Black. And we were like, what are you being taught? What are you being taught? Because you're going into junior high, you're going into your junior year of high school. What have you been taught? And so when we do the work, we really are uplifting issues that are taking place, and in having these young people create social media content, they are being journalists. They are then taking those stories and manipulating them so that it goes out into the greater social media, social construct, social understanding, because many of them do not have an understanding of these histories that that have happened here, especially as we've seen books being banned. So many conversations that need to be had are no longer taking place. So that is one action that we're taking, and we have a film festival that's actually taking place October 9th through October 12th, where we center Haitian Dominican stories and also stories from the diaspora, so that we can constantly uplift these issues that are impacting us as a people, and so that we understand what are the situations that have taken place. It's not a separation. The things that happen in the Caribbean, the things that happen in South America, the things that happen in Central, all over the world, we're all connected to those issues. We are not separate. Immigration is not a separate issue from what's happening here, from what's happening in the Caribbean to Spain, all over the world. These are people are looking at it as if migration is not a human right. It is a human right. We have all migrated. We whether forced, for those of us who were forced, and then those of us who chose to. This is what human beings do. This is what animals do. This is even what plants do. It is the natural way of evolution, and yet we exist in a construct that says that these things are not natural, when that is a false premise. And so we believe that building walls is the answer when they're not. And so that is one of the actions that we take.
Well, thank you so much all for coming, for participating and giving us questions. It's always important, like we were saying in the panel, to be in community, celebrate culture. So yeah, I thank Claribel, Milka, and Davina for these amazing words. And we're done now. Thank you,
Thank you everyone so much for being here. Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Let's do it one more time for our amazing panel. Oh my gosh, not only can you get a tan at the beach, but you can also nourish your mind, y'all. Wasn't that brilliant? Oh my goodness. So if you're new here, if you're just arriving to join us, we are out here celebrating the Afro-Diasporic Ocean Festival. Let's give it up. All right. We're giving another shout out to our wonderful host, LiberArte, for producing this wonderful event. Not only did they want to fill our hearts with joy, with gorgeous, gorgeous artwork, they also wanted to expand our minds. And I know my mind